We are gathered here today to discuss the city Cinderella herself. JT has finally released her debut mixtape, City Cinderella, and I don't know if you would agree with me, but I feel like this release was sabotaged by two of the biggest female rappers in the game. Okay, so before we even get into there, I do just want to put some respect on her and talk about the music first because that's what we need to be focused on. And like, let's save the drama for a little later or in another video. Okay, because it's a lot going on with JT. So I hope that you guys definitely did listen to the mixtape because I will say that it was a pretty good project. I think it was a solid project and a solid effort at her debut. First solo project, not a lot of features. DJ Khaled, it shows that you can get a stamp from a legend as well as somebody like Jeezy as well. She has another girl named Clip. I actually like that song, All Stars. That's also another young artist. And then Stunner Girl, right? So I feel like this was a really good balance of who JT is as an artist. And I know that when the tape came out, on Friday, a lot of people, a lot of outlets were kind of like promoting the fact that she was dissing people like Cardi B and Glorilla and stuff like that, and all of that is fine and dandy. But for me personally, going into this project, I didn't really care much about what JT like had to say or who she was dissing. I personally, those of you who've been listening to me know that I'm not really a fan of JT like that. I'm not a fan of her, never was a fan of the City Girls. And so I never really liked their sound. And so I really wanted to see for myself who is JT as a solo artist. And at the bare minimum, do I like her sound? And I have to say, yes and no. I do love her beat selection. She definitely has good beats. There was a song on there. I'm not sure if it's Uncle AI, but it was definitely very City Girls like, very twerkulator like. I don't know which one it was, but I didn't like it. And also, I don't know if it's the same one, but like it probably is Uncle AI, but JT should never sing. Ever, 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 ever sing. I'm sorry. I know that some people are gonna agree. But yeah, just to talk about like some standout tracks, and I really only listened to it all the way through one time, but I know that a lot of you are stuck on DOD. I know, yes, that is an amazing song, and I love the Indian sample at the beginning. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Intro, the hope, amazing. See, this is what I be talking about when it comes to intro tracks, right? I don't know if we talked about Normani's album, but Normani's album had pissed me off because it was basically just an album of like R&B and like sexual music and stuff like that. And my thing is with an artist, with any artist, first of all, on your intro track, that's the opportunity for you to show who you are as an artist, who you are as a human being, talk about autobiographical things, talk about any struggles that you're going through. It's obviously not required, but it is appreciated by somebody who is interested in getting to know you as an artist. No, Armani. Normani failed with that because she did not have an intro track like that. JT absolutely won. And I know that a lot of you are probably even stuck on the intro, Hope. That is an amazing song. What she talked, like her talking about her journey and her childhood and her parents, wondering why her father gave her mother dope, like crazy, like just amazing. Like that is exactly what I'm looking for from these female rappers. And a lot of people say like JT is exactly what female rap is looking for. And if you agree, I actually do really want to hear your comments, like because I don't really know what that means. Like, what are people looking for from female rap? She had fun music, she had sexual music, she had a motivational music. And yeah, let's go through some of my notes real quick on the music. And I love the use of the organ. It gave the song, the intro, a very church kind of feeling. So she was preaching to the choir, if I may say so. And so yeah, and then she says no bars, 500,000 sold. Congratulations to No Bars. Let's see, I even though a lot of people don't F with DJ Khaled, including myself, I still think that it was impressive that she was able to, get him on there and basically co-sign her, stamp her, and that's due to the relationships of her label. Once again, Servant, I love the beat. I think a lot of people love that one. DOD, love the beat. I might put it on my writing playlist. As I said, Lemon Pepper with Stunner Girl is also good. I like Swing because it's more up tempo, and I wrote down here because I really don't recall off the top of my head, but the difference I wrote, the difference between her and Meg is that she can put the hard stuff in her music and it's boppy. Okay, so when I was talking about that, I'm talking about like real life hard stuff like that you've been through, like your parents being on drugs and stuff like that. JT can put it in the music and make it still feel like a song. When Megan Thee Stallion does it, it feels like a drag. And I think like a lot of people were making comparisons to like, this is what we were looking for from Megan Thee Stallion. This is what people are looking for. But obviously that's not her talent. Oh, I was right. Uncle AI is the most City Girl like song. Her voice sounds extra squeaky. I hate it. And that's why I never listened to the City Girls. I wrote she should not sing ever again. Too long. I love All Stars featuring Clip once again. Her voice is cool. And I love that, a collaboration between like the young artists, right? And so where are we at? Let's get back to the thing, right? So I know that there has been a lot of talk, and I really hope that you are still here listening. And if you are, please make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel, because we have a lot to talk about when it comes to JT in terms of Nicki Minaj, Cardi B, Glorilla. I wanted to keep this video really based on the music, but there's a lot of other things that we need to talk about surrounding her rollout, because it was just amazing. The paper magazine, the documentary. Let me not even get into that right here, because I want to come back to the biggest female rapper sabotaging this release. Let me put the first day streams, which was pretty, I don't want to say impressive, but it was something. And this is not a drag like at all. So let me get it for you guys real quick. And let's see. Okay, here they are. So here is JT's first day streams. The intro 95,000, Brick Talk 86,000, oh DJ Khaled 97,000. I think no, that's not the most stream. Okay, got 310,000, D&D 87,000, right? So she got 1.521 million streams in her first day. A lot of people would drag this and say it's low for a debut for a rapper or any artist, but I definitely disagree. I'm always going to disagree. I'm not concerned about JT's numbers, because she's actually like really working hard to build her fan base, right? And so if she keeps going and keeps putting out good music, she will do the numbers that we're looking for. Okay, so this is what I want to show you right here. She is expected to debut with 10 to 15 million on-demand streams in the US in her first week. So she's approaching 7.5K to 11.5K sales. And this is excluding peer sales. So if you support JT, if you want to see a Black woman succeed, please go and stream her tape, and please go and buy it on iTunes or any buying platform. But and also, I do want to show that she is getting industry support. So here you can see that she is featured on the Rap Life playlist on Apple Music. So that tells you that her team is behind her, as you probably saw in her documentary, and they're really supporting her and making sure that she's getting some playlisting. Again, she had a paper magazine cover. I'm not going to go through that in this video, but I do want to talk about it at some point. But let's get to the tea once again. We all saw, and I'll talk about this in their own separate videos, but Cardi going at Joe Budden, and then you had a lot of chatter on the internet all week regarding female rap fans, regarding the current status of her relationship with Nicki Minaj, and should Barb support her or not. And so I feel so sorry for JT, because I hate that all of this was happening on her release week, because she's really my critique about JT in the beginning was, you spend so much time arguing with people on social media when you have so many amazing things going for you. And I have to commend her for keeping staying focused and not responding to any of the chatter that's going on social media right now, because it's a lot. It's a lot. And they really stepped on her release for real, for real. Nicki went on stage ahead and said a couple of things. Some people feel like she was referring to fans in her fan base, and some people feel like she was referring to an artist. She later cleared that up and said that she was not referring to an artist. However, I can't even tell y'all, because I didn't even hear what she said out her mouth, and I'm not comfortable relaying what she said. But all I've said on this issue regarding JT and Nicki a couple months ago actually was when the last time we saw them public together, right? Nicki asked Nicki asked the Barbs if they think that JT has reached her full potential, and if they would want to see her affiliated with Nicki's label Heavy on It. Of course, the Barbs were here for it. Obviously, that has not happened, and JT and Nicki had a cool relationship, but they have not officially put music out together. However, we do know that they have actually collabed, and they do have songs together. And what tells me that this is really a business dispute is because they have such a great personal relationship that they even had a creative relationship to get in the studio and to rap. But unfortunately, for on both sides, obviously business is not optimal or where they would want it to be in order for them to work together. And we know that Nicki has tried to sign Ice Spice and she has her own artists and stuff like that. And Nicki is at a point, especially regarding female rappers, but I think any artist, especially that are not on the same level as her, is that she's tired of giving free promo, right? Free promo if you're not signing me, if I'm not benefiting from me promoting you. And I think that that was a business decision once again, which is why we have not seen JT and Nicki interact publicly. So I do hope that their personal relationship is intact, and I hope that they're good, and I hope that they could get back to a good or free flowing place at some point. Now, with Cardi stepping on the release, we saw Cardi go at Joe Budden. Once again, we're going to talk about it in another space. However, Cardi had to say what she had to say with Joe Budden. At the end of that space, Cardi promoted the song collaboration with Rob 49 that just came out, flopping, okay? And that's the point right there. Is why out of all days, out of all weeks, you said you've been trying to go at Joe Budden for 3 years now. Why today? Why this week? Right? Because you know that you had a song dropping, and honestly, JT is your op because she came out swinging at you on her project. So I don't doubt at all that Cardi was trying to step on JT's project because JT was the talk of the town all week. No shade. And for me, if I was JT, if I felt like, yo, but Nicki not effing with me, Cardi not effing with me, I got the biggest girls in the rap game right now pressed. Okay, and don't be in the comments talking about they not pressed. No, you pressed. If you felt like you had to say anything when she getting some traction, you press. Because regardless of what Nicki and Cardi do, once again, JT not even coming for 10K first week. So why is anybody concerned about how much support JT is getting and who's streaming her and not streaming her? Because she's not a commercial, artist yet, right? So it's just like sales wise, commercial wise, competition wise, she's really not a threat to Cardi or Nicki. But you see, you have to pay attention to the way that you treat people, right? Because you could feel like somebody is beneath you, but JT is showing a lot of potential in terms of the quality of music and the quality of her fan base and the relationship that she's building with them. So she could be a threat. And just like how we say, oh, everybody all coming at Nicki because she that B, yeah, JT might be that bitch too if she got the biggest female rappers on their toes right now. And I'm gonna leave it right there. So make sure that y'all like this video, subscribe, and let me know how y'all feel in the comments on Nicki and Cardi sabotaging JT's release. I wish her the best of luck in her first week, and I will continue to listen and make my opinions about her artistry. Okay, thank you guys so much for listening once again.